Stalin is very Very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Frederick Keller, and together with Europa Sibat, we will be your protocol.
Here you cannot drive 200 miles per hour. General speed limit of 130 kilometers.
Local dialect, the same that I have, and I'm speaking German. But then again, the Kissinger family is an example for people fleeing Germany because of the Nazi regime, and the atrocities of the regime were of course been brought to court, brought to justice here in town. Nurnberg's courthouse opened in 1916, so now more than 100 years. People try to take good care of that place by all means. Yeah? Well, back at the city walls now, and the path is leading us now up the Castle Hill to the Imperial Castle. The Imperial Castle is when the building which more and more comes into view on the right hand side. We have the fortifications get heavier. These big buildings with flags on the roof, and that of course is, so to speak, the hotspot for Nurnberg's medieval, which is a bit of a special thing. We're going around the hill first because we have to come up from the other side, so a bit of an explanation to that. Most of the castles in the area here, and there are a lot in these parts here.
as we make our way through now under the first of 4 different famous bridges. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, a great big cheer. 1, 2, 3. There's a bit of structure, and unfortunately the gentlemen at work want to produce a beautiful building, but unfortunately the rest line before the ever.
Following the visit in the museum, which hopefully you will love, and you have to know that we export this liquor to other countries as well, and it is a very popular drink. This is the building which got that name, Whale Building, as it reminds to many of the people to this animal. Building with cafes, shops, and in the summer, as they have very good air condition, in the summer many people just go there for a walk to cool down a bit in the building. You know, this is the divine of those great universities in our capital. To the right, when you look on Pest side, close to the left, where you see at the foot of the hill there is the cross. Can you see close to the foot of the hill there is the cross? Just here beyond the traffic light straight ahead. If you have a look now to the left, here you see the building with the little turrets and with those arcades. That building is the monastery building of the Pauline order, about which order you have to know that this is the only religious order which was, and as you were told, the cave chapel is open for visitors as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting closer and closer to the end. As you see, they happily come, queue, wait. Sometimes they have to wait here 1 hour, even more, but they happily do this instead of the system which worked very, very well. Previously, we could register, we could illuminate Hungarian capital. First of all, the southernmost bridge of Budapest, and on the west side of the bridge, you can see the building with the purple color. This is the Palace of Art building. This is where we have the largest concert hall of Budapest with a capacity of 3,000 spectators. They usually change the color of the building. The illumination now is different, and it will change to yellow, green, and all the other colors you will see after a while. The building in front of the Palace of Art, the building, the other one which got the light green Francis Joseph Bridge. And this was the same with streets, with squares, and they were right because in case of many of the streets, after the communist system had fallen, those places got back their previous names. So, for example, you must remember another name had to be given to the avenue, and it was People's Republic Avenue, and this was the next to the last name practically, because with the end of the system, the previous system, obviously under reconstruction, we have one less of those bridges to connect Pest and Buda, so it's better not to close the traffic on the bridge, on the Liberty Bridge. Then, ladies and gentlemen, you saw the tram with the illumination. Did you see the tram just crossing the bridge at the moment? We have a couple of trams which got the Christmas illumination. The prettiest tram is the tram number 2. The tram number 2 moves along the embankment of the river on other side. To the right you can see now, or you could see one of the trams going along the river parallel with the place where you are parallel with your ship, moves the tram. And we have one of those trams which got many thousands of small bulbs on its walls and windows, and it is unbelievable how beautiful this Christmas tram is. So if you happen to be on the sun deck of your ship, this is much better. Now this bridge was inaugurated 19 years after the end of the Second World War, and by that time, you know, so many years after the war, it was decided to let the bridge have its previous name, Elizabeth. Elizabeth was so much beloved by the Hungarian people that obviously it could have been a great hurt.
Képviselő.